All right, so you guys have seen quite a bit, and you see the deceptions and how they twist things around and take someone who's actually loving and make them look evil. Now, did she ever rip this dude's eyeball out for real? Um, she never said that she didn't, but whatever he did to make her do that is probably real fucked up. Now, one thing to be for sure is that we have been softened. We're just a bunch of soft cowards in here because this whole process of breaking out, I guess to them is probably like easy. Like, oh yeah, just break your pineal gland open. Yeah, like headbutting a brick wall. Yeah, let's do it. Like these entities are like super tough. So it's like no wonder we're taught to expect instant gratifications and stuff like that because how could you ever connect with somebody that's so tough like this? You know what I mean? And everything is love and all that unconditional love is takes strength. It takes great strength to be like that. Even though they do things like set the cards up against her to where, oh well, you can't just snap your fingers and make this go away then, since you're trying to teach me a lesson or whatever, and since that you can't use your magic otherwise you ain't proving nothing, and and how does it feel to have to nurture people who are under mind control, who you know are deserving of your love, that turn around and call you names in songs and call you names? How does that feel? They can't break her. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. She's vain. Prove it. Let's prove it. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. They're just trying to, for this whole period of time, they've been trying to like stack these cards up, throw tomatoes, anything they can to try to make her look vain or anything like that. So here's a good clue. So we want to think for ourselves, right? Regardless of what she says or what Mr. Cheek says or what Gabrielle says or anybody says. So think about this. If she was really vain, even though she's beautiful, how come she didn't show up when I make the mistake? Because I drew this with a Sharpie. As you can see, there's no pencil lines. But when I drew her face like that, it's a little chunkier than normal. She never showed up and said, hey, why are you drawing my face like that? I look more like that. See what I mean? She never said, man, that's wrong, or don't draw me like that again. You know what I'm saying? So all this stuff that we know is just like fucking been warped and twisted. And who cares what she wants to wear? You know, she's been around for millions of years, probably. Who cares what she wants to wear? You know what I'm saying? Like, you around for thousands of years, you might have 1,000 names. Because, and after 500 years, you're like, all right, call me, call me this, or whatever. So I'm just saying, man, it just makes total sense. All these beings, they have like a million names, like destiny, faith, the love, promise, compassion, desire. All these names are are proof of that longevity in life and the explorer of optional life and what you make it. You can change it up, change your hair, do what you want to do. So yeah, no time was she ever vain to me, and no time did she care that people thought that God was a man or a woman. So she would have showed up in the church. She's been stacking cards against her, man, trying to get her to come weak and like, oh, it's really me, everybody. Stuff like that. He's just trying to get her to act like him, pretty much. And then to say, see, you are like me, and this and that. And that's what he's trying to do. Anything he can. But at the same time, she's going to teach him the ultimate lesson. And unfortunately, everybody's got her to answer to. If you see this icon, you see that, you know, maybe he was right about saying, oh, she ripped my eye out or whatever, right? Because you got the Christmas story, the gun takes Johnny's eye out, and then you've got and then you got the fact that an eye for an eye coin phrase has somehow in our lives taken give him some kind of entitled thought that he wants to his plan of attack would be to calcify our third eye since his eye was taken from him. You see what I'm saying? And then another time she says in the Holly form, she said, She showed up, and it was real faint, but she was there, and I seen her with the hair and everything. It looked just like Cool World, the cartoon, but it was so faint I couldn't see the detail of the quality of the detail of the body to see how much like Cool World it really was. I think it's more real than it is more like Pixar-ish, more than and I think she looks more real in that even than the beings in there. Uh, but they look real. It's weird. It's like they look real, but they look surreal. Anyways, anyways. That's way off the subject. We know that she's got our backs because if she didn't, she wouldn't act the way she does towards it, and she wouldn't ask me to help anybody. I would be completely clueless, not even really sun gazing to help anyone. I would just be maybe helping myself because I did start sun gazing without her help, right? Or maybe I don't know, but you see what I'm saying? Like, wow, so many questions, but nobody told me to start sun gazing as far as I thought. You know what I mean? Other than my own curiosity of making my eyes corrected and seeing others try it, and she never said, "Hey, sun gaze." I never, you know what I mean? So they stacked mad cards against her, man. She didn't show up until I like was illuminated enough to see her on my own anyway, and then we made the connection. And maybe she just knew that that was going to be the future anyway, and it was going to work out, even if the cards were stacked against her. Fuck. So, something that I've learned about this being in that kind of movement is an impossibility that I call the because factor. And it's an intangible, untouchable area that nobody can fuck with. And rightfully, if it's apprised as nothing on the surface and is an intangible nothing, then it is a card that can't be stacked in any kind of way. And it is rightfully usable in the fact that the cards that are stacked are what they are, and these extra things that are allowing this impossible being to still be the impossible being that they are there. So the because factor, it's like karma. How it seems to work to me is that because you've done this, this is going to happen next, and now that because you've done that, this happens, and now that because you created these carbon-based life forms, the cool world is, and it's just like it's like because of this, so she keeps flourishing because it's like kung fu. It's like she's using everybody's energy against them in these cases that would have should have been a total disgrace of her breaking her energy and making her look bad. Even in this drawing, like I want to fix this drawing. I want to make her face thinner because I know it's thinner. But she doesn't care. And it's like she didn't care that you knew that God was a man or a woman. And she just showed up. This is me in the church. Look, I'm the one that makes you feel like that when you feel good. That's my chi energy. None of that. She never did any of that because none of that mattered. And she showed him that. She's teaching him lessons in here. And he still hasn't learned yet, obviously. But yeah. You think about it, it's your kid. Your kid's Jeffrey Dahmer. The cops show up looking for Jeffrey. You probably hide him in the attic. I love that boy, but damn it, why in the hell? Ah, damn it. You know what I'm saying? You can see him fighting and she get mad enough to like hurt him like that, but man, she loves him, man. Otherwise, she would have fucking destroyed his ass. He would be done. But yeah, there you have it. And you see her power. Her y'all's master can't measure up to right here on the front. They told you in Thor Ragnarok. She'll take your eye out in the Christmas story. You see what I'm saying? So these reptilians are choosing damnation over apologizing and saying, hey, you know what? That fountain of blood you're talking about, full of adrenochrome enriched everlasting life, that's just gonna make us feel great, and we get to stand in the sun. Hold up. Let's go talk about this. Hey, where's that Graham dude at? I got something I want to talk to him about. See what I'm saying? Where's that at? You think that she won't protect you just because you look different? Yeah, right. See what I'm saying? People need to make a choice, man. And there's a lot of shills on this channel watching it and seeing what can we. But, you know, there's a reason why You guys are there watching, trying to think you got something. I'm gonna fix this face. I think it would look better if I made it thinner. I'm gonna fix it because I just want to, not because she wants me to fix it, because I want to fix it. But yeah, man, they got her all drawn bad, fam. They got her completely. Um, it's just ridiculous. They got her fucked up for real. But that doesn't change anything. That doesn't change a fucking thing. And people got a choice to make, and they don't have a lot of time. And boy, she was like, fuck all of them. It's like, Grim Reaper. She's like, oh shit, man. Yeah, she says, don't hurt those Masons. I got them. This impending doom feeling comes over my chest and my head. Impending doom that makes me shrieking. And even though I know that she can make my life hell, and I'm still not afraid of her, and I still am a stand-up guy enough to stand up to her and ask her questions. And even in the sense of all that, I'm still not scared to be afraid and any of this stuff. And it's like, she cares about us. But the feeling of the impending doom, bro, that came over me when she says, "Oh, you guys don't destroy those Masons. I'm gonna judge them." It was like so nicely said, but so like doom 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 doom. Because I'm becoming like psychic in a way, connecting with her. So when what she meant didn't need to be said, it was just like, oh shit, somebody made some bad choices. It is what it is. And someday, everybody will make the right choices for the better choices in life because she's giving everybody a choice. And for now, and as always, when you get awake, stay awake.